Hey guys, okay, today we are going to make sweet potato burritos. We have some tortilla shells. You can buy any ones. They actually recommend whole wheat tortillas, but I thought this would be delicious. Roasted red pepper. So you need a pound of sweet potatoes, and this is just slightly over a pound, 3 of them. Red pepper, some cayenne pepper, some cumin, 3 cups of diced tomatoes. So I'm going to chop those. Some olive oil, salt, frozen corn, and then a can of black beans drained and rinsed. And that is everything. So the first thing I'm going to do is peel the sweet potatoes, dice them up, and then throw them in the oven at 400 degrees. Okay, so you saw me chop them up, and then I added salt and olive oil to them, and then I put them in the oven. Well, I needed to add a half of a teaspoon of cumin to them as well. So I pulled them back out of my oven, and we're going to just put on about a half of a teaspoon of cumin. Okay, ignore my background. I just got everything prepped back there, ready for me to go. I'm going to just dice up a pepper. So in my pot, I have the tomatoes, the red pepper, black beans, and corn. And now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of cumin, and then about a half of a teaspoon is what I'm going to add of cayenne pepper. And now we're going to go put this on the stove and let it kind of cook down for about 15 minutes. I'm honestly wondering if I should have drained some of the juices off. Because now I'm thinking if I would have bought like diced tomatoes, would I have drained those and then put them in? It didn't say anywhere in there to drain. So, and I typically like to add the juice to things like that because I think it adds a little extra flavor. So I'm hoping that it cooks down quite a bit. I think that it will. Being on the stove for 15 minutes should deplete quite a bit of that liquid in there. But we'll find out. I guess that's why I'm trying it. Then you guys don't fail when you try it. You probably can't see it because it has so much steam, but it's just kind of been boiling away, not really even simmering. I've turn it up to like medium high to get rid of as much of that juice as I could, and I think I am succeeding. It's so hot. So I'm just going to let this keep going. It has about 2 minutes left on it, and I think it is going to be perfect. I was really doubting all that juice getting out of there. So let's let this just kind of keep steaming up there, and I'll bring you over. My potatoes are done. Okay, so my potatoes are out. You can see they are like roasted up beautifully. So I'm super pumped about them. I now am adding to my Christmas list this year new pot holders, because this guy has thin spots in him because I've watched him so much, and I bet you he's a couple years old. More than a couple years old. He's old. So yeah, I just need to buy a new pot holder. I burn myself every single time I take anything out of the oven. So, Amy, just invest in one. So this is what I'm adding to my Christmas list. A pot holder and a new Pampered Chef can opener. I love Pampered Chef can openers because of how they open. And I think they're super sharp. And I've had that one for, oh my gosh, 8 years? Maybe longer? 8.5, 9 years? So yeah, he's due for a new one. I had to like go around the cans twice just to cut them open, but still did the trick. But anyway, so we'll see how long it actually takes me to buy new pot holders and buy a new Pampered Chef can opener. Probably a while. Okay, so let me go check on the sweet potatoes quick, or the saucy sauce, you know. Okay, so I brought the sauce over. Here is what it looks like. Or it's not sauce. It's, you know, the tomatoes, the pepper, the black beans, and the corn. And look at that. All that juice has just kind of evaporated, and I'm left with just this gooey thickness stuff. So now all we have to do is assemble our burritos. Now it says it makes 4. I feel like I should have got more, like 1 or 2 more sweet potatoes for as much of this stuff as I have, but I didn't. So let's just see how it goes. So I'm going to start loading them up. Okay, so we got 1, 2, this guy that I'm having for lunch, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 out of that recipe that said only 4. I don't know. I think that's a pretty good dinner. And it wasn't even that hard. It was pretty easy and quick. Okay, and so next I took the burritos and I wrapped them up in a Ziploc and then in foil. And then I put a couple in a Ziploc bag and just threw them in my freezer. So I would have easy meals that I can just grab whenever I am not feeling like cooking, you know, lunch or dinner. One thing that I was going to mention is I put the burrito in the Ziploc and then wrapped it in foil. I would suggest wrapping it in the foil first and then putting it in a Ziploc. The reason I would say do the foil first is because then when you grab them out of your freezer, you can just throw them right into the oven to reheat them. One more thing I was going to say is then I also do just throw them back into the Ziplocs to just give them a little bit more protection in my freezer because of the foil. But anyway, this is the little freezer setup that I do, and I'm just going to stick these right into my freezer, and then I'm going to make my plate to eat now. Here is my burrito. I just sliced it up so we could see the inside. It looks really good. I will let you know what I think of it. And then I added a little avocado to go with it. It says you can also serve it with salsa and sour cream. It does not need sour cream. It does not need salsa. I think I'm pairing it with the right thing for me. Okay, I'm gonna go eat lunch. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey guys, okay, I'm back. One more thing. I would maybe suggest adding a little bit more cumin, or I don't know if I added enough or if I just didn't mix it well enough, but the sweet potatoes definitely could have used a little bit more seasoning. I really couldn't taste the cumin at all on the sweet potato. So either next time when I make it, I'm going to dice up the sweet potatoes a little smaller, or I'm definitely going to add probably double what I added for the cumin. So just a little side note, just thought I'd let you know. It was still super tasty, and I'm really excited that I have 6 more in, or however many more, 5 more in my freezer. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.